cube. And you're like, damn, I didn't think of that. You know, I was like, ah, man.
Set him up, took him out, and now here we are in grand finals with the rematch of Tiger versus Vortex. And right now, Tiger is the one on the back foot. Gonna have to win 2 sets to take this tournament. Vortex in a beautiful position of winner side grand finals.
Yeah, this is going to be, you know, a tough one for Vortex because, I mean, once again, going to get so close to dethroning the threat of history and time. But on the other end, you know, for Tiger, it's going to be like, man, I don't want to let the streak end, though. And I understand that from the viewpoint of someone who likes to win. So, you know, let's see how long I can keep that going.
Oh man, I feel like anybody that holds a position like this, I've never done it, right? But I would assume you don't ever want to let it go. You want to see if you can do this forever. You know, something. What if he just takes the Jordan round and retires afterwards, right? Just gets another dub and just gets out of here like, hey, man, y'all are never going to do it. You can win without me being on the board. But Vortex is trying to take that one step closer, taking the first stock here in Game 1 of Grand Finals and trying to be the one to dethrone him.
Here we go. Tiger, you know, seemingly trying to bring this back here, has a pretty good position in the left side of the map, has the opponent in the corner. They're going to have to burn some stuff to get on stage. Man, just to time the perfect ground pound to just catch their opponent unaware. That is the use of that dash jump ground pound. It comes out so fast, right? Like everyone thinks, oh man, ground pounds are such slow moves, but when you mask half of it in movement like that, it like completely changes your ability to realize what's going on.
It definitely does. And can we talk about how you can change your styles in games, right? Like if you're as good as Tiger is, you're able to change your style. Well, remember, I was talking about how he was babysitting last game and didn't come off the side at all. And look at what he's doing here against Vortex. He's just hopping out there and deciding to play in the Devil's Playground out there on the edge. And he was not doing that at all against Dolan.
Oh my gosh, wow, I don't even know how Vortex was able to sneak past that arrow, but even then, Tiger didn't get punished for it, and that's the kind of plays he likes to go for, as we mentioned before. Just having quite a time here. I don't know if a D-Sig will quite KO, probably not from the middle of the stage, but we'll see. Tiger, go ahead, almost gets KO'd there, gets disarmed though, but it's just gonna do it without, and the sword spawns on the top platform to give him the assist, and we have ourselves a close game for sure.
What a gravity cancel into the D-Light, picked it up with the recovery. Nice combo. The lead has been taken by the leader of SEA. And let's see if Vortex can keep the mental strong and get game 1, because you don't want to fall behind and give him that chance to reset.
Go. All right, Tiger already starting off with a pretty, you know, decent neutral air, gets a juggle scenario state kind of set up. Not really able to get much, but you can see Vortex being really hard to hit and finding some sneaky pot shots to boot. That's a great way to play that situation. But Tiger just really trying to extend the lead, and you can see Vortex being very careful about when they're going to throw out attacks, because they're like, I don't want to just give you more damage for free. And that makes sense, right?
Makes perfect sense. We're looking for the moment, trying to get the hit. This is Koji. It shouldn't be too hard to get this KO, but, I mean, if you're just being really evasive the way that Tiger is, it's kind of hard to get the touch. And once again, we're going to see that gravity cancel into the D-Light, but this time from the opposing side, and that was a clean way to get that stock off and not eat too much damage.
And that was a nice bait with movement right there from Vortex as well, right? He does a jump immediate fastfall, making it look like he's actually going to go for an aerial. And he's like, oh, all right, that's what I'm going to punish. And then just stops, backs up, goes for a gravity cancel, D-Light, and KUs, thinking that you're going to do something. And that's tough to deal with. I mean, Vortex, you know, sitting here in a pretty tough spot right now because it doesn't have a whole lot of jumps in the corner. But I think Tiger is in a good spot to take this. We're going to see.
That was kind of wild. I actually thought that Tiger was going to go for that edge guard and go out there and go talk to him on that last time he knocked him off the side. And that's going to be a pickup coming from Vortex. We saw 3 gravity cancel D-Light KOs in that first game. So we're seeing that the sword is the weapon of choice, and it's actually the most powerful on the board right now, coming out of both players.
That last D-Light was sick. That was sick. I just jumped up with the dare, landed on the platform, and then got the dash back D-Light on the plat. That like I don't know. That's some platform movement stuff, right? Like you got to know.
Yeah.
That's something you have to know how the end lag of your moves work in positioning and in relation to the platforms on the stage in order to do that so smoothly.
Yeah, I didn't even notice until the replay that it was not a gravity cancel and it was a plat play. That was beautiful, beautiful. But we got an Amber switch coming out of Tiger. My goodness, this is something I definitely didn't expect. Gonna keep the bow.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna pan out because Ember is always one of those like hot topics in terms of is she good, is she not, does she have too little defense, and does that do more to harm her than the amazing Sig kit and weapon combination that she has. And I feel like as of late, especially with the buffs that Qatar has gotten in the past, that the answer is definitely, nah, she's good now.
Yeah, I think Qatar's is definitely the strongest weapon in the game, if not one of, and that's going to be a clean KO. I mean, look, so the sword coming from Vortex is what's going to take that stock, right? I was saying the star of the show from both players in the game one was the sword. I'm not the one to tell anybody how to play, but I just don't understand why Tiger decided to switch off of it when he was doing so well with it.
Yeah, I mean, so far, we're going to see if it pans out. I would think it's probably because you want the Qatars, right? Because they're extremely quick. You can react to a lot of people's dodges. You know, you hit them with a sidelight, D-light, and you can just wait and react. So you can get a lot of guaranteed damage as long as your reactions are on point, which I think is a very attractive draw to it. And it's hard to punish, and that's something that is extremely useful to have in a competitive game like this. So I just want to see how the Qatars pan out. Was it worth using the sword? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. He's doing good right now. He's not really eating too much damage. Trying to take this stock. Very good with the Sair falling down. Caught him catching, going to the other side. Switching over to the bow now. And what is going to be the KO option coming out of this bow? Beautiful job. Just caught him. Just set up the timing, right? Both of them walking back, forth, and just popped over there with the D-light.
There you go, right? That's something that's nice to have. You know, a nice guaranteed KO confirm off the D-light. That's something that's going to do wonders for you, and especially with a legend like Ember. You know, you combine that with the amazing signature kit she has on the bow, and like, man, that's a lot of boom power, right? That's some gunpowder for sure.
Yes, for sure. Misses that Sig. I feel like just barely evading every time this Vortex on that Sig. It's not going to touch once this whole match. Wow, weapon toss. Catch the weapon straight into the forward Sig. And Vortex is looking amazing to start off this set, fending off the reset and trying to dethrone the king that is Tiger. Got the gauntlets in hand, got him on the last stock trying to get some of that good old free damage. But the Qatars are going to say, I got something to say about that.
Just like that. I mean, when you land a defibrillator like that with Val so convincingly, like that is one of the best feelings in the world, hands down. Like it is so cool, and you just drag your opponent to the blast zone, and when it KOs, it's just that's a chef's kiss, right? Like it's like that's exactly why you play Val, and that was so satisfying to watch, but also a tough break for Tiger, who's back is to the wall here, right? You lose this, and you're gonna be down 0-2 in the set. You're gonna have a tall order ahead of you, so hopefully we'll be able to make something happen.
He's doing pretty good in this stock right here. He's eating more damage than I would like to see him eat, but he's doing pretty good fighting back. Right now, going to move back and forth, jumped over the top, but Vortex is too clean with deciding which side Tiger's going to try to be on, and he's getting beautiful reads and punishing the movement.
Okay. Oh, and Tiger gets caught by the weapon throw there. Another one, and you can see Vortex just completely taking use of the panic to try and make a quick play happen, but Tiger was able to come out on top for a little bit there. Has the Qatars in hand, but can't starve Vortex. We're going to have to let him have the sword, and that could be bad.
All right, got that fire hydrant in his clutches.
He's chopping
now,
him.
okay, you know what I mean? This is how the Qatars work. If he's able to get a nice run, read one dodge, he can turn this into a red stop.
Oh, what a beautiful reaction.
Yes, sir. Ooh, the scoop is almost going to do it. The recovery coming out of Vortex. And the D-light conversion once again is going to put him in the position for one more game. This is tournament point. Oh, man, how would you be feeling sitting in your seat right now in this position that Vortex is in?
Yeah, if I'm Vortex, I'm gassed, right? I'm like, bruh. This is grand finals. I am one game away from becoming the Southeast Asia Summer 2021 champion, dethroning Tiger for the first time in 1v1 history in the last who knows how long, bro. That's how long it's been. So long that I can say who knows, bro.
Yeah.
Could have asked me 3 years ago, yo, the streak's still running? I'd be like, yeah, probably. You know, like, that's how much you had a hold on the region, right? But, man, things could change today.
This is kind of wild. Everybody at home, I know you're like, man, is this the day? Because I'm feeling the same way. This is a big moment, especially in SEA Brawlhalla history. But Tiger still has something to say about it. This is not over. Look at this unarmed fighting back. Tiger is with the mental fortitude. We talked about how strong of a player Tiger is in the forthcoming games before we got here, and he's not lost a step yet.
Oh, and there we go. Tiger off with the ballistic start here, I think, deciding, you know what? My back's against the wall. I'm going to just go all out, man. I'm going to swing, and I'm going to swing, and I'm going to swing. And if it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. And I'm all about it, man. So far, you know, coming out with the damage lead, getting all these juggles, catching the landings with Vortex, Tiger is looking good, at least to start.
Man, those neutralizers with the bow are looking amazing. Just pinpoint, catching them almost every time. Just guarding the weapon with it, neutral into recovery, tried to get him, but finally going to get the gauntlets. Vortex is going to try to fight back here in the first stock, but the Sayer coming out into the edge guard. Tiger with another neutral. Can he get the stock? Boom, recovery, loaded him up into the bow and shot him into the heavens. And here we go, the best start from Tiger yet in this set.
Man, this is Tiger showing just how effective at juggling the bow can be, right? It's so good at catching your landing. The neutral air will like suck you in and scoop you and shoot you back up. And then on the other side, you have the D-Light, which will cover like half the stage. So you try to land and you get caught by that D-Light and then true comboed into another neutral air and whoops, you're back in the sky again.
It just keeps you bouncing in the air, start stealing your jumps, and you run into real dangerous territory. Oh, just stealing your movement options. This is a very high-skilled weapon and a very exciting weapon to see. Vortex trying to take the stock, trying to stop getting bounced around by this bow. But my goodness, Tiger playing like a man possessed. What a neutral. I don't know if that stole the jumps. I think that reset the jumps, but it doesn't matter. Another neutral, and are we going to get an edge guard? What a throw up over the top coming out of Vortex. Ate a good bit of damage there, but that was still beautiful execution to take that stock off of Tiger, and we're going to see what Tiger can do. If I'm Vortex, I don't want to let him get that bow again, man. You're going to have to fight me with the sword. I can't let you do that.
And if you're Tiger, you're kind of bummed about that because you lost that stock because you didn't gravity cancel down sig in the right direction, right? You see the flash, and I think you like panic a little bit, and you think they're dodging through you instead of in place, so then you cover that option, and you're like, I should have just stuck to my guns there. I had the right idea. And then that's got to be a little bit tough. But being able to whittle back here, I mean, needs to get a game before we can even start talking about the realms of possibility of, you know, pulling a reset and winning the tournament. Tiger has a tall order here.
Yeah, that's some big talk. We haven't even seen a single game get taken yet in this set, but this is a very good one. Looking good right now. Doesn't decide to chase out there on the edge, but has high damage. Tried to preemptively go for a Sayer there. Thought he was going to go for maybe a recovery, I guess, but wasn't able to catch it. Recovery coming back out of Tiger. Boom. Almost got the stock and just controlling the space, right? That's what the bow does well. Neutral, going to take the stock, and that was pure, sheer dominance.
And that's the thing about the bow, right? Like, unless you find some of these hard-hitting SIGs, you're not going to be killing people extremely early, right? They're going to take quite a bit of damage, and, you know, you're going to have to hit them quite a few times to finally get that blow. I mean, ending the stock with a Neutralite just shows you how much damage Vortex had to take before losing that stock. If you don't find that D-Light recovery, which even then is nothing in comparison to some of the other KO confirms that other weapons have, it can be tough.
Yeah, it's not the best option, especially with a high ceiling stage, right? It just makes it even harder to KO with it.
Oh my gosh!
A combo coming out of him. Oh, if that Nair would have hit, I don't know. I think that might have been Dunzo for that stock, but it's not gonna work. Beautiful sequence put together from Tiger. Gonna go for the ground pound. Almost had it, but great movement coming from Vortex. Double recovery. Neither one gonna KO. Neutral coming out of Tiger's side. Tiger is almost here. Gonna put this at the 2-1, but Vortex is gonna have to say something about it. What a dodge into the D-Light. Now, you're sitting on hot red. but you're one stock away from being the summer champion from Brawlhalla SEA. What are you gonna see? What are we gonna see? What's gonna be the answer?
And I'm like, Tiger, can you do it? I would love to see you do it. You know, I'd love for you to be like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna bring it back from here and go all the way. All the way. Y'all still got more to learn before you can beat me. I'd love to see that for you. Can you at least bring that storyline to another game? And yes, Tiger can, finding that side sig at the end of that match to go ahead and bring us to a game number 4.
All right, man. Tiger's that kind of guy, right? I think a lot of the time, even just in a set, right? Not even just going to losers, but in sets, Tiger kind of plays on the back foot. He's so good at not falling off that ledge. To pick himself back up onto the mountain and fight back into this fight. We got 2-1, and it looks like he's just picking up steam, man. He's an avalanche. He's picking up, and he's getting stronger and stronger as the game goes on.
This is tough. I mean, Vortex just bringing him to Great Hall, right? It's a stage that you don't see super often because it has a lot of space. The platform layout, it's 3, but they're really big, and it really changes the dynamic of the stage. And speaking of changing the dynamic of the stage, Tiger gonna be sent packing. Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, that was almost a crazy reversal scenario, but Vortex was able to play it right and come out on top. But if you're Tiger, you might be one and done here, right? Like, you're down by an entire stock now, and that can't feel good.
Not at all. And then you're getting chased down by one of the most relentless weapons in the game, the gauntlets. That thing is very oppressive. Those things. And the sword is actually a tough one too, right? These are 2 controlling weapons, but that bow's back in Tiger's hands, and this is what he's been putting on a spectacle with. Let's see if he can rack up some damage and steal this stock without taking too much.
So far, who gets caught? Yeah, and Tiger just keeps getting caught by the gauntlets in these small scenarios, and Vortex has really been able to rack up the damage. Granted, the ground pound didn't lead to the KO, but Tiger still has positioning there. Oh, but now they're going to trade, and now Tiger's the one in trouble. Manages to find some souls in the platform, has to fight for center stage.
All right, here we go. Oh, what a gravity cancel. Doesn't go for any kind of kill option, but that was just a good punish to be like, hey, man, get off me. I got more work to do. I need a weapon. Oh. My goodness, these pickups. Oh. Ooh, the D-light. I thought we were going to see the ground pound. Either way, it was enough. The character just doesn't have the defense to survive that. He taunted 2 times. He can feel the championship belt coming home with him. Vortex trying to close this out. Tiger is going to have to pick it up big time.
Oh man, yeah, this is the moment where you need to start hearing that Ultra Instinct music playing. Like if I don't hear that, like, bumped up in the headphones right now, I am like, Tiger. Vortex is saying that I think I have effectively won this tournament, standing still even after getting that last stock. You got a lot of work to do here, Tiger. I believe in you, but you know, Vortex might finally make the history we've been waiting for so long.
Oh, yeah, I feel this is really tough to deal with, and the 2 weapons that Vortex is playing with Val are going to be attributed to why this is so hard to come back against. It's like you don't want to get hit, but these 2 weapons hit you fairly easily.
You can see Tiger still swinging. He doesn't want it to end right here. Vortex threatening with that neutral sig. There it comes out again. The second chop. Is it going to happen today?
And here it is. Is that the championship, Sayer? Yes, it was. Played the harp. That is going to be a new championship leader here. That is history made from Vortex. Oh my God, guys. How are y'all feeling in the chat? Because I'm holding my head right now. This is wild. That first stock, look at the way he took that.
Yeah, that was just, I mean, that's good edge guarding, and the perfect dodge as well to dodge the down air from Dolan, because that would have been their stock gone. And not only that, Dolan would have gotten the chase dodge to make it back to the stage. That would have been the worst possible outcome.
Definitely would have been a bad look, but it's a good look for Vortex. Look at that bracket. We have not seen that in a very, very, very long time. Somebody else winning with that 3 beside their name at Grand Finals with Tiger sitting under them. That is insanity. Give yourself some love. Kudos. Pat yourself on the back. Tiger, always much love. You played amazing as you always do. Come back next time and see if you can start that streak over. But Vortex, hold on to this one until the next championship.
And that's the thing, right? Like, for Tiger, it's